guys, Logan here. So, I thought about making this for pretty much a few days now. And this is going to be about something that I don't think I ever done here on my channel, which was talking about books that I've read. I did video games I love playing, I do movies that I love watching, I do all kinds of things. But the one thing I didn't talk about was books that I read. Now, before I dive into all the books that I read like years ago, I want to let you guys know that I'm not a big book reader. I don't read books very much often. I'm very much for movies, TV shows, music, video games, any stuff like that. Like if someone were to ask me, Logan, what is your favorite form of art? I would say books. Now that doesn't mean I hate books, which again, I don't. I don't hate the books or reading books. It's just for me, most books actually are not my cup of tea. But for once in a while, I'll read a book if it interests me. So anyway, getting that off air, let's talk about some of the books that I read in the past. So anyway, here we go. The first few books I could remember reading for the very first time that really, believe it or not, got me into reading books were all the Timebender books. The first one, second, third, and fourth one. The first Timebender book I think is called Battle Before Time. The second is Doorway to Doom. The third is Invasion of the Time Troopers. And the fourth is Lost in Macedonia? Or no, I'm sorry, it's Lost in Cydonia. And I did like those books. I thought they were interesting. If you never heard any of those Timebender books, and if you very much are interested in buying those books, I think you can find them on Amazon and buy them off of Amazon. If Amazon does have the Timebender books. So, now the next book series that I read was the Seven Sleepers book series. Now, I only read the first 3 Seven Sleepers books: Flight of the Eagles, Gates of Neptune, and The Sword of Camelot. I never read any of the books after that. But yeah, again, I do like the first 3 Seven Sleepers books. They're interesting. The concept of those books are interesting. I do like the whole idea of, you know, finding the 7 people who are very much in their sleep and finding them before, you know, some chaos and evil arise. Now, like I said about the Timebender books, if you never read or heard of any of those books, you might, I don't know if they still have Barnes & Noble near where you live, or if they're on Amazon. I'm not so sure. I mean, Amazon might have the Seven Sleepers books that you can read, and I don't know. I kind of doubt Barnes & Noble still has the Seven Sleepers books. They might. I don't know. It depends on where you live and which Barnes & Noble is near by your location. So anyway, getting that off air. Now these next 2 books I'm about to tell you about were kind of a lot of the same book series, but I'm not so sure which book series is called. Anyway, the next 2 books are Nightmare Academy and Hangman's Curse, if I believe. And both of them are pretty much interesting to read. When I first read Nightmare Academy, I was so invested in the story of this book. Like, I never been that much invested into a book. And I do like Hangman's Curse. It's also interesting. These are the 2 books that I would pretty much recommend you go read. And this is the last book that I read. And I never finished reading that book simply because it was a long book. I think it was only like 200 and some page long. Anyway, the book that I didn't get to finish reading was Dialed. I forgot how you pronounce the name of the book, but this is like a real, actual book. It's a book about alternate reality and one female character facing her alternate self, and her alternate self is pretty much evil, or pretty much a bad guy. It's kind of like a war between 2 realities, or 2 people from both different realities. I would even go as far as to say this was the most interesting book that I have ever read period. And I didn't even get to finish it. I might will at some point, probably right after I'm through with this video. But anyway, you know, Dowd or Dald, I'm just going to call it Dowd simply because of the name of it. I think you might, I'm not so sure, just not 100% certain, but I think you can find it in Barnes & Noble or any other bookstore like Books A Million if you have Books A Million near you. So that's about it, I think. There might be more, but I think that's about it. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, guys, those are the books that I read years ago. If you guys enjoyed this video, please click the like button and comment down below to let me know what you think of it. And if you enjoy what you've seen here and you want to see future videos from me, please click the subscribe button so that you never miss a video. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great week, Battle Squad, and as always, fight the good fight. Peace!